Guys, and welcome to another analysis. Now today we're going to be doing super toy cards, and oh boy, there's quite a lot of them. So, one, the Aston Martin. There's a Schneider Viper, which is the Aston Martin 177, and which is the Aston Martin 177 is in this game, but it's called the Schneider Viper in this game, which is a little confusing. But there it is, right there. I think I used this car like in the middle portions of it, but I don't remember. But I just can't remember. There it is right there. It's really interesting. I mean, it doesn't really have the traditional Aston Martin lights, but these are one of the cars, I guess. Here's a Caterham Super 7, which is called a Sput Super 9. Wow, that's like very on the nose. Like very on the nose there. But here it is right here. Yeah, it has the roll cage right there, but it's just a hood or something. Well, let's see what it looks like in real life. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Like it's like some kind of older vehicle, I guess. Yeah, so that's what that looks like. The next car is the Chevy Camaro, 2010 Chevy Camaro with the Schneider Panther. And oh boy, this is a very weird car too. Here it is right there. Probably one of the better designed vehicles in the game. Here's the Chrysler 300C, which is called the Sputz Golem. Yeah, the Sputz Golem. So here it is right here. It only has two doors, but it's still a 300. So a modified M type from Brown River, but it actually looks like a but actually looking like a 300C was turned into a coupe rather than a coupe that looks like a 300C. Right, it even has the same wheels. Here's the Scotia Veloce, which is a 4GT. Now this is one of the stranger cars. It's just a 4GT 40 or 4GT with off-road stuff on it. So yeah, that's what that is. And look how big its wheels are. So yeah, 4GT, especially the front. Yeah, with just a bunch of off-road stuff on it. And here's the Jeep CJ, the Sputz All-Road, which is a Jeep CJ5, which I thought was a Wrangler, but I mean they are kind of the same vehicle. But here it is. Its suspension looks a little weird, but it could be just accelerating. His Jeep is a mix between a CJ5 and a Wrangler YJ. I said CJ5 because this has circular headlights as opposed to rectangular ones in the YJ ring. So yeah, that's what that is. Here's the Lamborghini Murcielago, which is the Scoleto Escoda. I cannot say that name. Here, and there it is right there. Yeah, it's just a Lamborghini Murcielago. Tiny chibi one. So, yeah. And here's a Monster B2, which is the Shibuya Ninja. Right here, yeah, it's a Japanese-inspired name. So this car is not actually Japanese, it's Russian, but it has a Japanese name in game, so that's a little strange. So a little weird, but I guess they wanted to... And here's a Pagani Zonda, which is called the Scacciolo Competizione. Tizian. So here's this, here's that right here. It's pretty interesting. This is a Chinike mug because the side and roof vents. Pagani's on the Chinike. So yeah, that's a Chinike. Called the race car Formula, which is the Formula 2500. I had to move in a different room. It was hot, and it was making me tired in the other room. But here it is. Thing looks really cool. Every one of these older racing games has to have an F1 car in it. Yeah. And there's another car. Here's the Renault 5 Turbo, the Maxi Turbo, which is the Shibuya WRC4. That sounds so... But here it is, the Maxi Turbo. And here it is. So yeah, I don't think you can make it the Maxi Turbo in the game. I can't remember, but here it is right there. It looks absolutely amazing. Next is the Shelby Cobra, which is one of my favorite cars of all times, but it's now called the Horns Vantage in this game. So yeah, it's like you use this in one of the later parts of the game, and here it is. It's beautiful. It looks kind of better than the actual AC Cobra in some cases. Wait, Cobra with 427 with an attached roof. Yeah, that's really what that is. And here's a unknown, which is, I think it's the Horns Hot Rod, which is a 1932 Ford to me at least. And a lot of these racing games has to have a hot rod. So yeah, there it is right there. Maybe this is a 432. It is a 432. Oh my god, I had to reset. And here's Horns P100, which is, they don't know what that is. The Internet Game Card Database doesn't know what it is, but it looks like just some truck, just some generic vintage truck, but it could be some old Ford or something. I have no clue of what it could be. Could be a 1937 Ford pickup for me. 37 Chevy truck. It's like some kind of American truck made in the 30s or something. So here's the VW, the car you start with, the Horns Ladybug, which is the VW Beetle. And look at this, a very tuna Beetle. Only has no rear window, which is strange. Volkswagen Beetle, supercharged boot. What? Yeah, it's a supercharged Beetle. So yeah, that's the car you start off with. Next to that next to the Jeep. And here is the Schneider Surfer, which is a Volkswagen bus, Type 2, T1. Here's it is. I think there's another funny vehicle in the game, so here it is. Just the things poking out, the engine poking out. So yeah, that was the first game. Next, we're on the second game. Okay, so cars in this game don't go by like a manufacturer or anything. So here's our first car. It's Abarth 500. And it's called the Eggshell in this game. Yeah, this is where the cars look more realistic in this game. So keep that in mind. Romeo 12C. Here it is right here. It's some old. It's the F2000 1950s. 2011 BAC Mono, which, yeah, one of my favorite track day cars ended up being in the game. It's called the X-Force. Right there, data. Yeah, really looks high tech. Here's the 2017 BMW M2. That looks like a Z4. It's called the MT3. M2, but it just has like a Z3. So M3 front and 2011 1M coupe rear. Then it looks like MT3 could mean M3. It's to M3, or it just sounds similar. 2008 Caterham Flat Superlight R500 Super 8. Yeah, like we had a Caterham in this game, in the other game, but in the first game. But here it is right here, the Super 8. And then you have the 2010 Chevy Camaro, which was in the other, called the Panther. Now it's called the Docker. Yeah, it's just docking your pay, everybody. You didn't come to work one day and just dock pay, and has a Corvette taillight in place. And then you have the Springfield, which is a 1958 Chevy Corvette. My goodness gracious, it's hilarious. Then you have the Chrysler 300C, which is called the Business. It used to be called Sput's Golem, but now it's called the Business. It's really lame. And it's still a coupe in this game, so bait stuff. It's a. And then you have the Ford F100, which is F600, called the Countryman. There it is right here. And then you have the Ford Hot Rod, 1933 Ford Hot Rod, which is called Dust and Bones. Yeah, the car designs are good, but the first car designs are a little better. And then you have the Ford Shelby GT500, it's called the Bison. What, M Bison? Yeah, here it is right there. It's a Dodge Challenger rear taillights, which is strange. Genco Auto LP564 Diablo, it's called Diablo. Yeah, another Lamborghini model, so. Yeah, that's an R8 rear end. What the heck? And then you have a Maserati Gran Turismo, which is called the Leeds. Then you have a Mercedes Maybach Vision 6 Cabriolet. The 2011, the Bugatti Huayra, the Gallarino. Yeah, those are just really weird. And it's the Devil 16's rear. Hey, that's just so weird. Looks so weird. And the race car Formula, Chevy Cobra, and I could see Spartan, the Draken, which is a Porsche 911 GT3 RS, the Volkswagen Beetle, again, Bugsmobile, which it used to be called that Sput's Beetle, but now you changed it. And there's the Volkswagen Combi, which is called the Old Bull. Old Bull. So, Yeah, not as cool as the first game, but I mean they look decent. I mean, some of them have weird, odd combinations. Like that, bro. Quattro S1, the Cyclone. Here's the off-road version. Toy Cars Off-Road. The fat FAV called the Scrap Box. The Power Chevy, the Dodge Powerway called the Wild Donkey. The Genesis GVA, the Sapphire. And guess who made it? The Hot Wheels Tiger Shark, Monster Shark. And there's a Genesis GV8. Yeah, this is just the funniest car I've ever seen. Genesis been taken with the rear of Aston Martin DBX. Yeah, why is there a DBX ending of it? And there's the Tiger Shark. And there's the Hot Wheels X1 Fighter car ship. Okay, what is that doing in the game? So here it is right here. Boy. And Hyundai i20 Coupe WRC called the Seal. Jeep Wrangler is called the Scout. I guess that's like locked from the, like, you could use that for your starter vehicle. Lamborghini Urus, which is called the Foxtrot. The Lancia 037 Rally called the Gamma. The Man TGS, the Pegasus. So yeah, okay. The Mini John Cooper Works buggy stall, which I'm going to show you what that looks like. It's this thing. Yeah, it's a the car version. Terra 9 Cook LAPV, and look, a off-road Cheetah, which is a Toyota GR Supra, but as an off-road vehicle. Yeah, this is probably the strangest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's like right here. There's the ATV speeder, and there's some unknown vehicles, and you have a truck, and there's an off-road Volkswagen Beetle Baja Bug. It's called the Off-Road Bugs Mobile, yeah. And then you have the Volkswagen Combi Off-Road, which is called the Off-Road Bully. Yeah, this is a little weird. So yeah, guys, alright guys, good night.